when you get a polynomial in obviously greater than x squared, right? Because that you guys have so much from im2 to graph it. So this is a cubic function, so fourth, a fifth, whatever the degree is, you now have to use a certain method of how to graph it, meaning how to find the roots, meaning getting it into factor form, okay? All right, so here's what you do. You have the first function, find all the real roots of each polynomial equation. By the way, what are the roots? It's where the graph crosses the x-axis, right? Those are your x-intercepts. So we gave you guys, your last quiz was in factor form. It wants it written in factor form, okay? So here we go. When you guys are going to do anything with it, you better get it into standard form. So 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 27x, you better take that 10 over. Negative 10 equals 0. Okay, so this is my coefficient, right? This is a coefficient for my highest degree. See how my exponent is a 3 here, and that's a 2, and that's a 1, and this is really x to the 0, right? Your constant is really x to the 0, correct? So I have it in standard form. It's in decreasing exponential, right, order. So this is my highest and this is my lowest, right? You're going to use those two numbers always. Okay, in order to find your possible root, so possible, because we're going to get rejected, you're going to take that negative 10, your lowest, and you're going to find all the factors that divide into 10, positive and negative. Okay, so how can I break up 10? I have plus or minus 1, right? 10 divided by 1. I could divide 10 by 1. Plus or minus 2, right? 10 is divisible by 2. 10 is not divisible by 3. 10 is not divisible by 4. 10 is divisible by 5. 10 is divisible by 10. Yeah? Okay. You're not done though. Now your highest term, the coefficient is a 3. If in fact it's not a 1, you have all of these possibilities plus the ratio of that 10 over that 3 in regards to your possible roots. So that means with that 3, I have plus or minus 1/3, plus or minus 2/3, plus or minus 5/3, and plus or minus 10/3. These are all your possible roots. So you guys can see if you pick incorrectly, like if you're just like, I just want to get hugely rejected, and you decide to start with the thirds, and you go through all of these and say positive 1 is an actual root, you would get a fail off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then finally on the 9th one you would get it. Okay, so I'll show you guys how to check whether it's a pass or a fail, a root or a fail. Fair enough? Okay. All right, so let's find one. All right, you guys learned long division, but now it's going to be called synthetic division because we're going to remove all the x's and just make it more simpler visually. Okay, so it's called synthetic division. Okay, and how it works is I'm only going to grab the coefficients. So that's a positive 3. This is a positive 10. This is a negative 27. And this is a negative 10. And you kind of put this little block, because I'm going to put a number here, and then we're going to add numbers here. Under the 10, under the 27, under the negative 10, and we're going to add values here. Okay. If you want to wait, you could see, but I'm going to end up adding like 3 of them, just because I'll make sure we get rejected a few times so you guys can see. Oh, the pen's running out of ink. Okay, I'll make the last one work? Okay, I'll try and pick the fails. And I'm not doing a fraction. I'm not doing that. Okay. Here's how it works. So all I did was pull out the coefficients, right, to my 4 terms. I took out the x's. We don't need it. We're focused. Okay, if you get a root, that means this last number better be a 0. So if we're going to actually find our root, meaning where the function crosses the x-axis, and we actually get an x-intercept, a root, a solution, a 0, right? Those are all synonyms. If we're successful, once I sum it to the -10, my summation is going to be a 0. If you don't get a 0 here, it's a fail. Find another number, do it over again. So you can see in an honors class, we can give you a whole list and try and make it 2/3 and -10/3, and then it's a lot of time. It could waste a lot of time, these questions. I will give you one of them, and I'll make it easy where you don't have as many awful numbers, okay? All right, so here we go. Let's try +1, just so you guys can get used to it, and then we'll do I'm trying to do the ones that we're not going to get a 0. And then we'll do like -10 or something. Yeah. Okay, so these should be fails. So we'll try +1, +5, and a -10. And then over here, the -5 should be, this one should work. We should get a root. Okay, yeah? Keep going? Or should I stop the video? Do you think it's too long? Yeah, let me stop the video and then let's start it.